BYU does it. BYU advances to the Sweet 16 since the first for the first time since 2011. I believe it was. I want to make sure I check this. Shout out to my good friend ESPN Stats and Info. It's the program's first NCAA tournament win as a lower seed since 1991. Coach Kevin Young and the BYU Cougars take down the Wisconsin Badgers 91 to 89. This was a high scoring game, like I think everybody predicted. I think it delivered. You had a hell of a game from John Tanji, who did the thing where he gets to the free throw line, but he did all he could do in this basketball game. But it's gonna be so tough to beat this BYU team when they are as good as this offensively. It was truly a special offensive performance. 91 points, 21 assists, 49% from the field, 46% from three, 94% from the free throw line. That's just a well-oiled offensive machine. Wisconsin gave them everything they could handle. Credit to Wisconsin for battling back in this game. Honestly, BYU maintained, like a 6 to 10 point lead for most of this game. But then at the end, BYU was just able to make enough plays. What did you see in this game that impressed you from BYU, Dion?
This team, Richie Saunders is really, really good. Like, I think we've given Richie Saunders a lot of credit on this channel, but I think we have to start talking about him in the same light as some of the best college basketball players in the country. And Yegor, 11, 8, and 8, he was phenomenal. I want to say that this game, and correct me if I'm wrong, but BYU was up like nearly 10 points with 2 minutes left in this game,
Yeah,
right?
there were some situations. Dawson Baker got ejected for a flagrant two. That was massive. Once again, feeds into my like I get it, but like why Dawson Baker kind of rhetoric. But yeah, I mean they were up and Wisconsin had a chance to tie it. Couldn't get it done.
Yeah, and I think the final score doesn't indicate how much BYU controlled this game. I mean, the whole way it felt like BYU had control. BYU, excuse me, BYU had control until the last 2 minutes there of 91-83 with a minute 25 left. Even just had some mental lapses that caused this game to end up being 91-89. Still covered though. Good teams win, great teams cover.
Big fact.
Um, all eyes are on Mark Pope today. As this video goes up on the channel, Arkansas Sweet 16, BYU Sweet 16. I mean this respectfully to Mark Pope. I'm a Kentucky guy. All eyes are on Mark Pope against Illinois today.
Yeah, and look, uh, I don't know if he's gotten enough mention like in the coach of the year circles, but like what a first year for Coach Kevin Young. Truthfully, like what he has done, what the changes BYU has made basically in the middle of the season, in my opinion, just become what they are right now is just incredible. I mean, they beat Wisconsin on the glass again. They had 21 assists in this basketball game.
Yeah.
The starters in this game only had two turnovers. They only had 11 as a team. But the main one I'm looking at, Yegor had one turnover, 8 assists in this basketball game. Yegor might be getting comfy. Yegor had 11, 8, and 8 with one turnover. That's a scary sight going to the Sweet 16. What are you seeing from the other guys outside of Richie Saunders, who I think I agree with you too, Dion. Like when you talk about the best guards in the country, or like the best, not even guards, sorry, not guards, 'cause he's more of a wing kind of type. When you talk about like the best wing college players, Richie Saunders' name does not come up, but it needs to because the dude is a bucket. He's efficient. Um, does other things too. He's rebounding the ball. He's just a really good basketball player, like you stated.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, that's a great shout on Kevin Young too, like you said, because I think they're in the Sweet 16. We're not even talking about the fact he has AJ DeVance on the way next year.
Already en route.
Like Portal hasn't even started yet. He has the best recruit in the country on the way. On top of making a Sweet 16, winning the first two games in the tournament for what this program, what, like 5, 10 years, I want to say.
Yeah, the first time in the Sweet 16 since 2011.
Yeah, 14 years. It's crazy. I mean, Richie Saunders, one of the best wings in the country. Does he have? And he's a junior. So I was about to say, like, you can have him and Devonta. Uh, Yegor is phenomenal. He's one of my favorite players in the draft. And then, no shot I'm saying his name right, but Keba Keita. Uh, when Luca just gets a guy that jumps really high and
Yeah.
we're like, hey, he's a six center, but he's actually not good at all, but he jumps high. That's Keba Keita. Like he's he's the perfect guy next to like a Yegor, or you could even throw him next to like Asparis. At the next level, he'd be perfect next to Luca. Like he jumps really high, hustles, runs up and down the court phenomenally. That's the perfect guy next to a Yegor. My dog now, shooter.
Dude.
That's my dog. They legit 12 to 26 from three. The craziest stat in this game is both teams combined for 49 rebounds, like total.
Yeah, yeah. That's
That's not,
dudes is getting to the line. I will say that. And they were getting them up. But flipping to Wisconsin quickly, John Tanji, when he gets to the free throw line, he's incredible and credit to him. Also crazy he shot 16 free throws attempts. This man moves like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in college basketball. It's crazy.
there's not a lot of grifters in college basketball. Shout out to John Tanji for managing to be one of them.
Crazy, but like also like just efficient as well. He's really good from the field. 37 points. He did all he could do. John Blockwell had 21 points. Wisconsin, like people might push back on it. Wisconsin didn't play bad. Like they got out rebounded, yes. They didn't turn the ball over they only turned the ball over 5 times. They hit 12 threes. Like it's just when you're gonna play BYU, 34% is not going to get it done. That's not good enough when the other team shoot 46. And they struggle from the field a little bit more than BYU in this game. But, this is one where I find myself saying, like, they just got beat by the better team in this game. BYU is the better team, right?
Yeah. I'm a liar, by the way. They combined for what was that, 49 defensive rebounds. I misread the stats. So that hand up accountability. Just
God damn it, Dion.
couldn't have been more wrong. Couldn't have.
I, I mean, at least we got accountability, though.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, no, BYU is the better team. I didn't think Wisconsin played bad. I thought they had a bad first half, though.
Hmm.
They're a better team than 36 points and a half. I thought BYU was able to get out and run them a little bit in the first half, and they were able to calm down in the second half some. But I didn't think they played bad throughout the game. They need more out of Stephen Crowd, though, and Max Klesmit, to be fair, too. Like, if you're going to get 18 points combined from the two of them, I love Kevin, but this is a front court that you would have thought like Stephen Crow was able to like kind of get some up against.
Yeah, yeah. I think Cade Makeda kind of had his way, and Steven Crowd, he goes 3 of 7 from the field. A lot of those are layups, right? And only 4 rebounds in this game in 31 minutes. It's just not good enough against this BYU front court. And um, this is all about BYU to me and what they're playing. This is amongst the scariest teams in the NCAA tournament in the country right now. They can make a Final Four. They can certainly make a Final Four, and then once you get there who knows with this team and how they're playing right now. Do you think this team is good? Like, can we talk like Final Four, possibly BYU cutting down nets? Because I feel like that's in the realm.
It's in the realm. We keep talking about AJ DeBanza versus Coop, BYU, Duke, Vegas next year. We might get BYU Duke next Sunday, or excuse me, next Saturday.
And it might go up. It might truthfully go up. But we'll see where that goes as we record this. Arizona and Oregon will be playing later tonight. And I believe that's who they take on next, right? No, no, no.
No, they got Bama.
They got Bama. Okay, so they got Bama next. So we'll have the
Or
preview of that game up on the channel.
assuming, assuming
Shout out to BYU. Like I said, big time for the program, big time for them, big time for Coach Young. Uh, Probably my scariest team outside of Florida, I think, in college basketball right now. And that's even with all due respect to the other one seeds. But we'll have all previews and recaps of every NCAA March Madness game here on Super's Media YouTube channel. Be sure to tap in. It is March, and that means that March Madness is upon us. And if you are looking for a place to play, Underdog Fantasy has you covered. Sign up and deposit using code SLEEPERS, that's code SLEEPERS, to receive up to $1,000 in bonus credit plus a free pick. Head over to Underdog Fantasy today and use promo code SLEEPERS to take advantage of this amazing offer.